life like Rocco. Please don't disturb, swerve strange just like potholes. Had to take it further, I ain't settling for condos. Had the secret sauce, so I blew up like Mondo. Burger, Ernie, watch I fucking learn it. I don't think I'm hot, I just know the dope burning like it never did.
So what's up guys, I'm back with another video. This video was unplanned. I didn't plan on getting what I got, but I was on eBay searching around and I got something in this box I've wanted for a while. So you guys are gonna see what that is. I'm gonna install it also, but I gotta get me a knife and some shit so I can open it up for you guys and see what it is. So there's a mattress on my car because we're cleaning shit out of the house, but got the good old-fashioned unboxing knife. See if we can find out where they tape this. It's like down here. So like I said, I wasn't planning on getting this. I was just talking to a couple people about how much these cost, and they were a little more expensive than I wanted to spend right now. So I decided to look on eBay, and hopefully it's in good condition. And I'm also going to be installing it. But I bought it from a guy. Apparently he didn't know what he had or what the market was for it. So I put this knife down. Alright, so wrapped it in some microfiber towel. So look at that, I got 2 new microfibers. So this is an original. Hold on, let me get the camera. This is an original E28 M-Tech spoiler, said it weird. It's supposed to be in good condition. Might have a little bit of scratching on the paint. Let me get this out real quick. Alright, so this is what it looks like. It's really clean. The rubber feels pretty good. There's a scratch right there on the paint. And then there's another scratch over here, which I said I'm not worried about it because I'm just going to wrap it in black vinyl. All the studs are on the back. You can see all the studs are on the back. They're all good, they ain't broken. Probably have to drill new holes, but I'm not too worried about that. Then I'm gonna give me some rubber washers and put them on there. But like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean it up. So also, when I bought this, he had it up for about I think 2 hours, and there was one person watching it. So I said, when I was just looking at it, I saw another one on it for like $385 or something, $395 shipped, which I think is still on there. But you know, you can't beat the price. I don't care where you go. 125 bucks plus shipping, 120 bucks plus shipping. Can't beat it. So my accident of this car would pretty much be complete since I got the Euro plate filler, which I'll have in a Euro episode. I'm not sure if it's gonna come out before this or after or whatever. But got the Euro plate filler on. I just need to get my valance, which I'll probably order here pretty soon, and get the car ready for wrap here later this year. Just depends on 3M will actually put out the product that I'm supposed to be getting. So let's go ahead and get this on. Alright guys, as you can see, I went ahead and sanded this down. I was just gonna wrap it, but it's like $30 for wrapping. I don't really feel like waiting online for a $10, $15 piece or whatever, so I just sanded it down. I'm gonna go ahead and put some primer on it probably today, and then throw some paint on it tomorrow, just some trim paint that I use like for the trim and everything. So after that's all done, that'll be good. I'm gonna go ahead and like clean up the rubber. So I got some tire stuff I use in my tires. Some endurance tire spray from Meguiar's. It makes the rubber look a lot better. I think if I could flip it over here, you can see right there a little bit how I just put some on there to test it out. But I might try some different rubber stuff just to make the rubber look a lot better, moisturize it. But after that's done, it should be able to be put on, and that'll pretty much be it for the install. So like I said, the ass end will be almost done. I just need my my rear valance, and then I'll be good. And I also just noticed this bitch is leaking tranny fluid, which it always does if it sits too long for some reason. So I'm not sure what the fuck. So I'm just happy I got a fucking 5-speed to swap into it. But like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and paint this up. I'm gonna hit it with some primer today. and then should be good after I put some paint on it. You can't actually take this piece off right here. Just has these little bolts on the back right here. These are kind of rusty, but the threads on these screws are pretty good. But when I put this on, you are going to have to do some finessing if you get one of these, because the contour of the trunks are a tad bit different. But that's why I got the tape on here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the spoiler on there and line up the things, or line up the little studs, and I'm going to put the mark down there, and I'm going to drill some new holes. Then I'll give you guys like those measurements if you wanted to have those. So I'll just measure, like, you know, off of this, over, or whatever. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that when I get off work here later, and then hopefully we can get it looking pretty good on the rear end, since I got that plate filler looking good with those smoke lights. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put about 4 primer coats on this, and then I'm wet sand it with like 2000, and then I go ahead and hit it with the trim paint. This is just gonna be temporary, because when the car gets wrapped, this part right here is gonna get wrapped the same color as the car, most likely. So I'm still gonna make it look as good as I can. Alright guys, so I got it all primered. I got me some wet sandpaper. Just gonna wet sand it with 2000 grit. Got a little bit of paint on the rubber, so I gotta get some paint remover and get that off of there. But like I said, I'm just gonna wet sand it real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and lay down the trim and bumper paint, which is what I use pretty much for all the trim on the car. Like I said, this is just like a temporary paint job on it, because when the car gets wrapped, it will be getting wrapped the same color. But just gonna go ahead and wet sand this real quick, and then get it painted, and then we'll go ahead and mark up all the holes and everything and drill them out. Alright, so I moved the shit back here because there's a lot less wind, so get a better spray pattern going. I was going to give you guys the measurements for what I drilled out for the holes, but being that the trunk is like a curve in the back, it's not a straight square, I think it'd be kind of stupid to give you guys measurements. I could give you measurements from like one side to the other, but it's pretty easy to put on. When you go ahead and get the spoiler, if you get one of these, you just take the spoiler and the studs are going to be up, so you just tilt it back so the back of this rubber is flush back here with your deck lid. And then you're gonna just hold it there and make sure it's even between your little spot right here. Then you're gonna have somebody come in the front with like a pencil or something, and I put like a piece of tape, and then I had him draw with like a pencil. So I had him mark with the pencil where exactly the points were, and then I just drilled a little bit back. I did drill a little bit bigger hole than the shaft of the thing is, because I wanted to have some more, you know, play to move around the spoiler. But the difference between the 325i E31, or not the 325, the E31 and the E28 one is it will stop right here on your deck lid. As you can see, the E28 one slightly goes over, which, you know, doesn't make a big deal. Still looks pretty good. And like I said, with these little fins back here, that's the difference, if you know, between the E28 and the E31. The E31 is smooth, but came out pretty good. That was blue, as you could see, but I just painted it to black. When I get the car wrapped, this is gonna be wrapped the same color as the car color. I wanted to show you guys back here. I still have to put my 2 end bolts in, but when you drill all these bolts, all the bolts that you can get to are in these holes. You can get all those holes like that, but the last 2, when you drill them, you're gonna make sure you want to have your trunk spoiler up, because as you can see, maybe right here, my drill bit came through and it hit the seal, which ain't no big deal, but just for future reference, you guys want to keep that up. But the last 2 ones are going to be over here, so you have to drill a hole big enough to fit a socket in, or the bolt. I just got some little tiny bolts from the hardware, little bolts like these, just so I can use a smaller socket, and it's easier to get in there. I just have to pretty much put a washer in through one of these holes with like a magnet, put it on the stud, and then put the screw on, or put the nut on. But other than that, it fits pretty good on the back deck lid. Like I said, I've always wanted to get a spoiler, and I just found this one on eBay, so pretty good condition actually. Like I said, I just used some tire stuff on the rubber because it's about the same stuff, so rubber looks pretty good. Here's my old IS spoiler. But that's pretty much it for the episode. When you close your trunk lid, it closes a lot faster, obviously, because it's extra weight. But I think it definitely looks better with the Euro plate filler that I got from my friend in Australia, with the smoke lights and the spoiler now. So I think the accent's pretty much complete, except for my rear valance I'm going to be ordering here pretty soon. But that's probably going to be it. Not sure what other episodes I'm going to have coming up. Haven't really drove the car too much this year after the turn signal deal went out. So that's been annoying, but I probably will be doing a video on like a little year review on the BC coilovers. I think that's pretty much it. I'll do a 10 things I love about my E30 video. I'll be doing that pretty soon since it's getting towards the end of the summer. Might as well get it out of the way real quick, since when I did the other video it was freezing out. But car's coming out pretty good. Turn the ISO down. It's about to storm today, I think. Can't see. But like I said, car's coming out pretty good. Finally got my M-Tech spoiler I've been wanting to get forever. Looks pretty good from the back. It does actually fit better. This will fit down a little bit more flush after I get my bolt in, but it actually fits a lot better than some other E28 spoilers. So it only sticks up a little bit. If you get one of these does this, go ahead and like get some 3M sticky tape and just put it down there and clamp it on there. Then they'll keep it down pretty much full time. But that's it for the video, guys. Hope you guys liked it. It was a pretty cool eBay find, one I wasn't expecting to find one. I just looked on there on a whim. But that's pretty much it. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram for all these new updates, because I post everything before I do videos. So see you guys in the next one.